Good morning, everybody. How is everyone today? It's a rainy Friday where I am, so look at that rain. Rainy and windy. Last night I swore my house was going to blow away. I was like, it's pretty windy out there. Well, I'm continuing the talk on healing that gut. And just giving you guys some real practical things. So we wanted to continue and say, well, what actually do I take in? Now you said, yeah, I know, put the stuff in, but give me some examples. What are some things, and what are foods too? Because we're always talking about protocols as well, but I wanted to, talk about some foods and some protocols and things that'll help that are pretty basic for everyone. So I was going to bring, a frozen bone, a bone broth, frozen bone that I could use to make bone broth, but I figured it would melt all day, so I didn't want to do that. But that's the first step. When you really want to look at what are the things that actually can help me seal, my intestines and get them working again, get that integrity going again. So bone broth is great for that. And you can buy bone broth protein. There's a lot of them out there, or you'll see collagen kind of style protein. Those are all great sources that help seal if you want to make your own. It's a little bit time consuming, but it's still great. Why is it good? It definitely helps with proline, has proline, glycine, potassium, all these different things that will help seal off the intestines and bring minerals back into it and help the integrity. So that's why it's important. And that's a lot of times what we're lacking when we don't have that bone broth coming into our system. So you can make it. Morning, Adio, how are you? So you can make that yourself. If I had I go to places like, where do I get my bones from? So I would definitely I've been to Off the Cleaver, out in Whitby there. I know sometimes they have a lot of organic or grass-fed bones, and you can get those. They have chicken, I think they have beef as well. Not grass-fed chicken, but they have free-range chicken. And then you can boil that. You boil it, you gotta boil it for like 7-8 hours, guys. You can put veggie scraps in there, and then you'll see a little bit of almost like gelatin will come off the top. Take that off, and that's your broth. It's almost like jelly. You put it in your fridge and you hang on to it, and that's where you go. But you got to boil that low heat forever, and that's one way you can make your own bone broth. And you drink that throughout the day. I drink it as much as when I've done it with clients or myself, 5 to 6 times a day, almost like a tea. I'll take 2 tablespoons out, put it in some warm water, heat it up, stir it in there. Maybe put about 2 or 3 teaspoons of glutamine in there, and then that's a drink that I'd have with clients 2 or 3 up to 6 times a day, and that really helps bring the gut back together. If you don't want to have bone broth protein, I think Dr. Josh Axe has a bone broth protein that I use with clients, and I think he's one that designs it, and it's great. There's one that's turmeric flavored. You want to like that. There's a vanilla flavor. There's a chocolate flavored. So they taste really well, and they work very well for sealing the gut. So that's your first step. So bone broth is one of the best ways to do it as well. So fermented veggies as well really helps. Things like this. So it's backwards, right? Oh, it's back. Sorry, guys. But anyway, fermented veggies. Those are all great sources because for a lot of times what they're going to do is raise or change the pH, not raise, but adjust the pH and get the pH back where it needs to be in the intestines to help seal and work that again. Because remember, if you have the wrong kind of organisms living in your intestines, you need that pH where it needs to be. They will change that pH in your gut area. So fermented veggies at the right time will help change the pH, bring it back to where it needs to be, which will get rid of a lot of the issues that you have in there. So that's important as well. On another side, you could also look at probiotics, some probiotics there you could try. Finding the right one for you is very important. There are, this is the one to get, but some people take them and they're very hard on their system. They can't, they break out in their jawline, they have all these other issues. First things first, if you're going to try putting in an actual probiotic supplement, you have to increase your water. I'd say about a week or 2 prior, just to kind of get, because remember, probiotic is going to pull more out of your system. So a lot of times people then get constipated because the water is getting pulled out. So increase your water maybe a week or 2 ahead. As much as, if you're drinking 2 liters, I may go up another extra 500, maybe 750. What's up, Bart? Thanks. And then you can put your probiotic in. Once again, probiotic, what are they going to do? They're going to make sure they go off and kill a lot of the candida and the yeast fungus and the foreign bacteria. That's their job. They're going to go and ruin those guys. So that's one thing we want to do with them. We need their troops there to get rid of the ones that shouldn't be there. So putting that in will also help with gut integrity as well. We also use products, you can use things like, intestine, which is decent product there, but what's in it, obviously people say there's marshmallow root in here. That means I can eat marshmallow, right? And no, you can't. I wish that was true. And somewhere in the world there's a marshmallow plant that I sure has a marshmallow on top that we can eat, but this is not the one. So I find glutamine works very well. Obviously taking your glutamine a couple times a day, as I spoke on before, anywhere from, you're taking double the serving you're probably going to see on there. If a scoop is 5 grams, you're probably going to take 10 grams, 6 times a day, and that'll help really get the gut integrity back and seal that off, as well as boost your immune system and keep it working that way. That's another way, another product you can use for that. But also we got, now when it comes to foods and things that help, it may not actually seal the gut, some of these foods I'm going to talk about, but they're actually going to help not put more stress on it. Because remember, the gut is actually more permeable than we want it to be. We don't want to be driving, heavy trucks of fibrous foods down there. So sometimes you got to look at steaming your vegetables. I know raw is great, but at this time when your gut's sensitive, shoving 4 heads of broccoli raw down there may be hard on the system. It's still trying to rebuild and get back to where it needs to be. You also don't want to start having foods on your list that weren't on there before because you're leaking. So having steaming your vegetables will really help as well. Provide a little bit less harsh traffic going down your intestines, which is important as well. So these things will support the sealing and the healing that you're doing. That's important as well. So as much as fermented is good, steaming is good as well. And then having healthy fats as well. I find people tend to like it and they go, wow, I'm going to the bathroom a little bit easier since I added, avocado. All of a sudden I'm like, they added coconut oil, and then they start going to the bathroom a little bit easier because remember, soft foods that help with the intestines as well and ease that whole bathroom run going. So things like coconut oil, pretty similar there. Avocado, fats from fishes, from fish is important. So those, and even egg yolks, if you can handle eggs, you're not sensitive to them, that's another thing you can actually add in there as well. So nice fats in there to help also with the inflammation, lower inflammation of the body overall, and then help soothe the intestine. So those are a couple things you guys can do, guys, when you're trying to seal those intestines and keep them healthy. And like I said, I'm giving this to people who are like, I'm on my own. I can't reach out. I don't know a practitioner. Some real simple things you can do. So remember, bone broth is great. Make it yourself. You're boiling that low heat for about 7-8 hours, with veggie scraps in there. That gelatin's going to separate, scoop it off, put it in a container, put it in your fridge. When you make it, you're doing about 2 or 3 tablespoons, warm it up in some water. You can put 2 or 3 teaspoons of glutamine. You can even put some coconut oil in there, stir that in, like a coconut tea almost, and then that's a simple broth or tea you can have, I'd say up to 6 times a day, and that'll really help with the intestines there. So you have your fermented veggies, all different kinds. Once again, that's going to help with bring that integrity back to the intestine, but more importantly, proline, glycine, potassium, which is going to help with the intestines. You have your intestine, you have products you can use, but you still have glutamine as well. Great things to help with it. Quercetin, those are great things that help with gut integrity. Probiotic, if you're just going to go straight, or if you can't handle things like kefir, I don't know how to say it properly, but fermented dairy products, if you can handle those and you're good with dairy, then those are great to use. If not, find a good probiotic source that's not dairy based, and that'll help you out. Remember, because they will also kill off that excess bacteria. And then, what else? Oh, steaming your vegetables, keeping an easy kind of track running through there, and then fats, okay? So those are some simple points you guys can do to make sure that your gut is sealing, and while you're sealing it, you're not damaging it along the way. Hope that was helpful, guys. Enjoy your Friday. I'm going to sign off today. And look at that rain out there. Bart likes rain, so he's going to be happy about that. Hey, Al, how you doing, bud? I'm going to have a great weekend. Hope you guys do well. Share this with your friends. Remember, May 1st, Be Elite Live will now be on our Facebook Be Elite page. So follow us over there so you can start seeing all of our posts, whether it's James on Thursdays, Bart on Wednesdays, or me on Mondays and Fridays. We'll be on our Be Elite Facebook page, so follow us on there, because May 1st, all of our Be Elite Live will be on that page. Have a great weekend, guys, and I will see you again.
Bye.